How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I think I found a fix for the FHC01 error. A fix is a big word. I think I found some type of temporary hour playtime thing. So what I did first of all is I opened NVIDIA Control Panel. When I went over here, I scrolled down until I saw Power Management Mode. I clicked this and I said prefer maximum performance. Once that was completed, I went to shader cache size and I clicked disable. When you first run the game with prefer maximum performance, the game will crash after the shaders. It is very important after the game has crashed, you go back into the NVIDIA Control Panel and you change power management mode again to optimal power. When I did this, I had an hour plus of game time, but the only issue is loading into the game takes a bit longer than normal. For some reason, this does something and the game works perfectly fine. You're going to think I'm absolutely crazy for saying that, but there's also another even crazier thing I'm going to tell you guys what to do. When you boot into Forza, I actually want you to run it as administrator. Running as administrator runs it at a higher priority level than any other program, meaning that you'll get more system resources and you'll also get a little bit more leverage, if that makes sense. Just another couple of troubleshooting tips that I recommend. I also recommend having the game installed on an SSD. It could be SATA and NVMe, it doesn't really matter. I would prefer NVMe though, just because it's what the Xbox runs on and it's a little bit more universal. Another thing is just ensure that your drivers are fully up to date, and that's about it. The next thing I'm going to show you is also pretty important, but it's also really silly. Just load into the game just like normal, and you'll get this screen basically saying optimizing for your PC. It will take a bit. I'm going to time lapse it, but it's pretty important that you stay here. Now the game's actually loading, which is good. It did take a bit. I want to say it took about maybe 2 minutes, if anything. Okay, now that you're in the game, I want you to press drive, and it will show the whole thing. I don't know what this does. It makes the game last longer. So normally you'd want to go right. We're going to go left. So we avoid Tokyo. Holy shit, I just caught this live. You can't make that up. You really can't. You can't make this up. This game is so ass. But now, instead of turning right, turn left. If you get that stutter, that means you're fine. You could play for an hour guaranteed, or not really guaranteed, but like pretty confidently you could play for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, depending on. I pressed the quit button a couple times, which is honestly surprising. I've never actually done that, but regardless, you should be fine to do whatever you want. I would avoid Tokyo region, but you can go there if you really want. Just you'll probably crash. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I was able to help fix your game. If not, leave a comment down below. I'll link a very popular subreddit in the description. A lot of people message on the post and they talk about their problem and what they did to fix some issues, and I followed most of them, and they helped me to conclude that this can actually sort of help with this type of situation. Yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.